Dawnbreaker. Okay. Dawnbreaker shines into the heart of battle, happily crushing enemies with her celestial hammer, using the melee carry durable. Using her energy to heal nearby allies. At one with the mass of her weapon, she revels in hurling her hammer through multiple foes and converging with it in a blazing wake. Created to rival ancient forces of chaos and darkness by descendants of the first light, Dawnbreaker only taps her true cosmic power to fly to the aid of her teammates, eager to rout her enemies on the battlefield no matter where they may be. All right. I see. Darkness fears the break of dawn. Lore text. I don't give a fuck about that. Okay. Jesus, it feels so zoomed in, even though it isn't. Okay, Starbreaker. Starbreaker whirls her hammer around 3 times, damaging enemies with her attack and bonus damage. On the final strike, she smashes her hammer down, stunning and damaging enemies in front of her. Okay, so she hits... So it's auto attack based and bonus damage as well. Seems kind of cool. Nice ability. For detail... Oh, right. We can check the other things here. Celestial Hammer. Dawnbreaker hurls her weapon at the target, damaging enemies struck along the way. The hammer pauses briefly at the destination before flying back to her, leaving a blazing trail that slows enemies. Dawnbreaker can recall the hammer at any time, pulling her towards it so they meet in the middle. Ah, okay. Neat. Luminosity. After 3 attacks, Dawnbreaker powers up, charging her next attack with the critical hit that heals all allied heroes around her for a portion of the attack damage dealt. Huh, so she like has some AoE heal effect when she hits people. Interesting. Solar Guardian. Dawnbreaker creates a pulsing effect at the location near an allied hero anywhere on the map, damaging enemies and healing allies with each pulse. After a short duration, she flies to the target location, dealing additional damage and stunning enemies upon landing. Oh, Jesus. It's like a relocate, but also ravaging, basically. What the fuck? Okay, that seems like a fucking crazy tool. This seems scary, man. That ulti seems scary. Especially since she has heal turnaround potential as well when she lands. And stuns. She has more stuns, right? So, yeah. She can ulti and then she can come in with this shit and stun again. And then she has this that slows them. And then she has this that just deals a critical hit. Okay. Interesting. Some wallpapers. Gameplay patch. Oh my god. Ah, the map updates. Oh, we can just see them now. Oh, I like this, Valve. Thank you, thank you. Instead of just saying various changes. Okay. So now there's a little bit of a sneaky path. Cool. Radiant safe lane. No outpost. It's just... Oh, is the outpost entirely moved then? I didn't gather that from... I was reading. Okay. And also, the big camp is moved up to the river more. Yeah, so it's not so favoring... Interesting. You can walk behind the small camp as well. Okay. Seems cool. Radiant primary jungle. So we have a big camp where the outpost used to be. The outpost is in the center. There's a new... We moved the cliff here down. So there's a new ward spot there. And then the camp is moved here. And that camp is moved there. So camp is farther away from the mid lane as well, is something I can remark on. So it's going to be a little bit hard. Like here, you used to have a camp very near the Radiant mid. So farming that camp is no longer as accessible for a Radiant mid. Dire jungle. Jesus, this seems like a nice triangle though. What? This looks so stackable. I guess this is also the same, but these feel like they're actually in a full triangle shape. These are a little bit more... I feel like they're closer... These are definitely more in like a full triangle. I'm already tryhard nerding this, but these are like farther apart if you want to triple stack. These are actually easier because you just need to like go here between and then have one nuke and you can triple stack very easily. I guess you can kind of do the same here. I don't know. Dire looks a lot easier to stack triple for a lot of heroes. So previous high ground. The high ground is a little bit remodeled here. The ramp is moved down a little bit. There's no cliff up there. The cliff is moved. And then the camp is higher up. And, oh, the creep camp is down here. Okay. So the big camp is actually lower. I like this, I think. It's actually more dangerous to farm your triangle now. Because the main farm is here. Whereas previously the main farm was up here. So you used to be able to get much more far away. Like you used to be so much far away from ganks sitting up here. Okay. And let's see, dire safe lane. Yep. Same thing there. You can move behind, and of course the outpost is replaced. Ward spots. Okay. Not so close to the tower anymore. Interesting. And word spot bot. This is just okay. This is just gone. No cliff there. Interesting. Also ramp has moved back a little bit. Oh, they moved it up a bit towards mid. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, there's more tier 1 and tier 2 areas. Okay. So a lot more trees and protection around the tower, basically. Or, you know, ways to sneak up on the tower, if you want to call it that. Same thing here. The tower is not such an open area anymore. Actually looks more dangerous to defend generally, I would say. This is a map hack vision right here, seeing the tunnels. Oh my god, look at this little juke spot here. I like these paths though, look at that, that is crazy. You can go around here. Yeah, a lot more like full covering tree lines basically around the towers. Yeah, they're adding trees to all the towers basically. Yeah, and here they made like a full cover here too. And more paths, so you can actually run through the tree line here on the mid lane. Previously you had to cut to go through here. Yeah, now it's also easier to TP reinforce. Like if you TP in to reinforce mid tower, for instance, I mean, when this is the old one, right? There was no way to TP mid tower without the enemy knowing it, especially with the ward spot that's over here. Like they would always know that you TP in. But now with increased TP range, you can TP like here. And like you can TP here, you can be anywhere. Like it's much more dangerous to both push or defend actually. It's interesting. Terrain updated with various changes, cool. Added water power rune, spawns at both power rune locations only at 2 and 4. Instantly restores 100 health and 80 mana when used. Can be used to fill bottles. Starting mid 6 power runes spawn as usual on one side. Spawns at both power rune locations only at 2 and 4. So you can't get DD rune or whatever early game. And you do get a rune no matter which one you go for. So bottle in the mid lane is no longer RNG based. There will be a rune on either side. Wow, I really love this change already. As a mid player, I mean, this is super nice for consistency. And also heroes that are not as good at rune contesting are much better now at making sure they get their bottle refill. Because previously, like Queen of Pains and Pucks, they just controlled. But now even a hero like TA with bottle could, you know, reasonably try and get runes. Of course, +4 players probably will still want to go and yoink these. So yeah. Added +2 attributes for leveling up to 7 times for 7 empty levels from 1 to 26. And it can be leveled in any order by clicking the talent tree circle. They will automatically be leveled if there are no other options available. Level 30 no longer grants all remaining talents. Instead, level 27, 28, 29, 30 will grant you the remaining level 10, 15, 20, and 25 talents. Ooh, I like this a lot, actually. Because level 30 felt like a dumb power spike. Like mid and carry heroes just kind of always got that power spike, whereas everyone else like, oh, I'm level 27, I don't have anything. You know, level 29, oh, I don't have anything. But now you actually have something. Kind of cool. Outposts no longer give experience at 10, 20, and 30. Outposts now provide experience per minute while controlled. Experience equals 2 times minute. Okay. No extra experience granted when controlling 2 outposts, similar to existing rules. Compared to the previous versions at 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, total experience given per player is changed from 150, 500, 1050, and 1800 to 110, 420, 930, and 1640. So it is lower experience yield, but it's not only on the minute marks. So controlling outposts at all times is much more important now. Experience is provided on the minute mark. Amount you get for each minute start is okay. Yep. So a little bit more of a, this will also make people level a little bit faster in the first 10 minutes, right? Like very little, because it's 2 and then 4, whatever. You know, it's not much, but it is a little bit of added experience here, you know, like it's something. It's barely like 2 creeps dying, you know, but still. Bounty runes after the initial set are reduced by 10%. Bounty runes no longer spawn in the river. The amount these runes gave is now provided automatically over time through GPM. Okay, I see. Bounty runes now only spawn every 3 minutes in the respective jungle area. Total rune count reduced from 4 to 2. So every 3 minutes there's gonna be runes. Okay, divided by 3. Okay, it's gonna be, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, 25, 30, 35. Now you have to actually make sure that you pay attention to the dividable by 3. Sure. Bounty runes no longer disappear when new ones spawn. They now spawn alongside the previous one if it isn't picked up. Oh my god, you can just get there and it's like multiple. Oh my god, beautiful. At minute 0, bounty runes spawn in jungle and at the power rune locations. 4 total at the start of the game. Oh, so power runes locations have bounty runes in the beginning. Okay. Various cast range. Yeah, it is a bottle buff, by the way. It really is. There's going to be so many, like bottle seems to already be buffed quite a lot. So many more runes to pick up. Or like more reliably for a mid player. More frequently there will be runes, not necessarily many more. Various cast ranges and movement speed, talents, items, abilities have been replaced or toned down. These are included in line with the item and hero sections below. Hero kill assist gold is now adjusted based on the relative net worth between the 2 teams. For example, if your team is down 5,000 gold and the enemy has 50,000 total net worth, your assist gold will be worth 10% more. Okay, I see. Heroes now start the game with 1 TP scroll rather than 3. Heroes gain 1 TP scroll on death. What biggest quality of life change ever for all the feeders? What? TP scroll cost increased. Okay. Heroes with 1.0 turn rate now at 0.9. Heroes with 0.5 now at 0.6. Turn rate effect on time to turn improved by 20%. Okay. Aghanim Scepter, Roshan drop now requires you to activate it to consume it. It has no effect until consumed. Aghanim's Shard now drops on the second Roche kill. Oh boy, I knew there was going to be more drops on Roche, dude. Aghanim's Shard drops on the second Roche kill and only that one, the same activation mechanics as the Scepter drop. So the second one has Aegis, Cheese, and Shard. Okay. And only there you get a shard. That's very strange. It's like 1 shard available on the second Roche. Okay. Increased building teleportation range from 575 to 800 affects TP scrolls and butcher travels. Wow. That changes a little bit how you can TP and react to towers. Outpost teleport base channel time from 6 to 5. I like that change. Where were we? Yep, Outpost Vision. Captain's Mode initial picking phase is changed from first, second to first, second, first. Okay, cool. Couriers no longer have vision when inside Roche Pit. Oh no, no stealing. Wards can now be denied from full health by any player if the ward is placed down in a spawn camp box. Oh shit. I like that change. Ancient neutral camp, neutral creeps armor increased by 1, except ancient golems. Neutral items now fly towards the killing hero rather than spawning under the dead unit. Okay, fly towards, like it's auto picked up, or hero ban count for matchmaking increased by 6, still chance based. What? Even more bans? Even more bans, dude? What? Buyback cost for reduced from 200 plus net worth divided by 12 to 200 plus net worth divided by 13. Okay. Courier respawn time is reduced. Backdoor protection damage reduced, or reduction increased. Hero to hero item transfer range is increased. Nice. Tree respawn interval is higher. The following abilities no longer destroy trees: Earthsplitter, Mortimer's Kisses, Meteor Hammer, Macropyre. And that's it. Okay, I thought it was like a bunch of things. Reduce the radius of tree destruction on the following abilities: Wild Axis, Gust, Power Cogs, Vacuum, Fire Remnant, Relocate, Tether, Blinding Light, Skewer, Doppelganger, Telekinesis, Fire Snap, Cookie, Spit Out, Spider Legs, Blast Off, Toss, Snowball, Power Shot, and Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp cut like all trees. It used to just cut everything, the entire fucking screen. So, okay. Interested to see how much shit cuts now, but interesting. Share tangos now expire after 40 seconds. Tango pooling has been removed from the strategy phase UI. Oh, rip, I guess. Well, my support player now clearly has to sit mid and wait to give me tangos. The Necker book removed. Damn, they got tired of the Necker. Yeah, give me 2 tangos, please. Satanic CDR. 10 seconds lower cooldown. Unholy range can no longer be dispelled, and it applies a basic dispel on cast. Oh shit! Satanic looking real hot right now, actually. 10-second less CD is big. Can't be dispelled is huge, and it applies a dispel on cast is really nice. Wow. I like that. Mana regen is down on Battle Fury. The cleave damage is reduced. Okay. So, Battle Fury nerfs. Stun duration is reduced on the Meme Hammer. Building damage per second is increased. Better for pushing. No longer a blink effect on Abyssal Blade. Yes, I'm very happy with that. I honestly missed the melee Abyssal Blade, so it feels really good. Recipe custom item reduced from 1750 to 1550. Total cost is 300 cheaper with a bit booster. Cost reduction change. Okay. Tranquil Boots are a little bit slower. Cast range reduced on the Yules by 25. Same with Wind Waker. Movement speed is reduced on Travels. Level 1 and 2. No longer ignores movement speed limit. Oh, rest in peace, Swift Link. It was fun while it lasted, dude. It was fun while it lasted. Cast range reduction on the Ether Lens and on the Octarine Core to match. Ooh, sentries are cheaper. True Sight is lower though. That might actually affect some D-word spots, but yeah, 50 gold, that's a lot cheaper. 25 per sentry is a lot of gold saved. Melee illusions incoming damage reduced from 350 to 300. Ranged illusions damage incoming damage reduced from 400 to 300%. Okay. And cooldown for ranged heroes is reduced from 45 to 30. Wow, ranged Manta style is way better now. Way better. 15 seconds lower cooldown on this basically brings it from an item that you have to hold for the fight to an item you can actually spam for farming. The Manta style is way better now for ranged heroes. Like Luna, Mirana, I mean, a lot of heroes. Yeah, even Drow Ranger, Medusa, a bunch of heroes that you kind of liked Manta on before, or like felt kind of meh. Like even Arc Warden, I could see Manta style being much better now. Much, much better. Helm has more armor. Armlet has more armor to match, and the active health drain is reduced by 10. Okay. Pretty neat buff to Armlet right there. I already enjoyed Armlet quite a bit, so I'm probably going to buy it a lot more. Energy booster is cheaper. This booster is also cheaper. Recipe cost is increased on the Heart, increased on the Ether Lens. Aeon Disc is increased too, just to match the booster changes. CDR or cooldown is increased on BKB, and it no longer goes from 10 to 5. It goes from 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, it's a 5-second longer cooldown, but it goes down to 6 seconds only. Okay. Yeah, I guess the Aeon Disc is actually 100 gold cheaper, should be mentioned, since it's 100 gold less on both of these, and it's only 100 gold more expensive. So Aeon Disc is actually a little bit cheaper. Nice catch. Okay. Yeah, overall I would say it makes it so that you will use the BKB with less reason to hesitate, but you also have 5-second more CD. Makes a big difference. How many times have you just barely gotten your BKB off cooldown and you turn it around? Well, now that would be 5 more seconds that you gotta wait. So I still consider it an overall nerf, especially as 9-second BKB from the first pop is a lot weaker than having 10 and then 9, you know. So overall BKB nerf, I would say. Even though 6 seconds is, you know, it is pretty vital, but the cooldown. Duration reduced from 30 to 25, 180 mana to 150. Oh no, gross. I don't like that. But bottle is buffed. Cost increased by 50 though. Mana regen is reduced. Okay, never mind. Bottle is also nerfed. But there are more runes and there's more reason to go for bottle. And this is nasty though. Mana is going to be an issue. Also, Battle Fury was nerfed in terms of mana regen. So a lot of carry and mid heroes kind of have to consider what to do with mana now. I've been sending out a lot of like 3 mango packs in the mid game. I'm gonna keep doing that a lot, I think, because you know, this is interesting. I mean, it's pretty big nerf, 30 mana on every single clarity you use. No, provides HP regen to the holder. Mana regen aura reduced. Bassi is nerfed for everyone else but the holder. Okay. Okay, buckler gives armor to the holder. Just some aura changes. These are not too impactful, honestly. Mana regen aura increased. Okay, I mean, it's kind of nice, I guess. Mana regen aura increased. Veil and Vlad's, we might see more gameplay on them. Recipe costs reduced. Total cost reduced from... Yeah, it's just a 50 cost reduced and slight mana increase. It doesn't really incentivize it that much. But yeah, Necrobook is also removed. So Necrobook is removed, Clarity is nerfed, Bottle is, well, weaker but more easily refillable. There's a lot, and Battle Fury mana regen is nerfed. So there's a lot of mana issues I see so far. Ring of Regen is replaced with Fluffy Hat, gives HP now. Okay, HP in the Force Staff. I mean, the HP regen component of the Force Staff felt pretty trash, so getting more HP from it is kind of cool. And very nice for the carry heroes that want to build the Hurricane Pike, for instance. You got 200 HP in it. Some minor buffs to the Hurricane Pike. Mana break damage per mana burn increased from 80 to 100%. Mana break on melee illusions reduced from 16 to 12. Okay. Agility increased and int increased. Overall diffu buffs, especially for ranged heroes. Again, so we might see diffu manta ranged heroes coming back. It's been like that has not really been a thing in forever. We might actually see it. Because, I mean, more mana burn, more agi, more int, and none of the drawbacks if you're a ranged hero. Recipe changed to Medallion, Crown, Windlace, and a 900 gold recipe. A lot cheaper. It gives less armor. The stats are reduced. The armor is down to 6. And the attack speed is at 65. Huh. Overall, a lot better, I think. Sure, I mean, the stats going down doesn't really matter that much for most Solar Crest buyers. The 2 armor is, I mean, it makes a difference. But it's only 15 less attack speed and 2 less armor, and it's 1,150. You can have it so much faster. So the timing for Solar Crest is much better now. Vanguard is buffed. Yeah, baby, bring it back. Vanguard Radiance coming at you hot. Block chest is increased as well on these other items. Cost is at 140 for these items now. Okay, 1 HP regen on Bracer instead of 0.75. Yeah, I thought it was pretty shit before. Like, I bought bracers, but I never felt good about it. Bit more HP regen feels good. Attack speed reduced, mana regen amp increased. Whoa! Whoa! Kaya getting a fucking massive buff. What? This part of the component got more than twice as good, from 24 to 50%? Okay, mana regen amp increased from 30 to 50, 30 to 50. Jesus, dude. I mean, Storm Spirit, yeah. They saw that Storm Spirit, the 5 Storm Spirit picks in the grand finals. They were like, you know what, we need more Kaya buffs. I mean, I like it, I guess. But yeah, this looks like Storm Spirit. Agility increased on the Dragonlance. Mana cost was reduced heavily on mech. Okay, so casual mech might be more viable now as opposed to always going for Guardian Greaves. 100 mana cost is completely acceptable. 200 is very expensive. So big change, big difference between that. Recipe cost reduced from 600 to 400. Mage Slayer feels still pretty underused overall. Like, it doesn't feel like you can go for it so often. And even when it's a good game for it, it still doesn't feel great. So I like that it was buffed, making it cheaper. Recipe cost reduced on Blade Mill, also makes sense. Strength increased on Echo Saber, sure. Bounty reduced on the Helm of Dominator, renamed from Helm of Dominator 2 to Helm of the Overlord and added a shop for the UI. Helm of the Overlord renamed from... What? Okay. Yeah, okay. I think this one is probably not renamed from Helm of Dominator 2. Can now dominate up to 2 units. What? Nani? It can have 2 units? It can still have Ancients, I guess, right? So you can take 2 Ancients? Huh. Okay. I mean, that's a big buff. And it has less bounty. So they give less gold and you can have 2 Ancients. It's still a very expensive item, but that is a very big argument for going for it. I mean, I can imagine a Lycan taking over, double Ancients. It's kind of interesting. Get the fucking dragon for some armor for your army. You could get 2 dragons, man. Just take 2. The armor stacks after all, so that's a +6 armor for your team. And then you have Dragon Ball. Dragon Balls! Split some fireballs. Interesting. CDR on Shadowblade. Mana regen is increased on Silver Edge. Intelligence increased. No True Strike on the Rapier, but even more damage. Oh my god, why do you do this to us, Ice Frog? Always just upping the damage. I feel like we're gonna be here in a few years. It's gonna be like 750 damage on the Rapier. Buy it now. 350. It's never been stronger, chat. The Rapier is fucking hot right now. That's a lot of damage. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see the return of Attacker Kunkka? The Medusa BKB Mask of Madness Divine Rapier build. Should I do it again? The build I used to rush. Just Mask of Madness, BKB into Rapier, into Go High Ground. Are we gonna do it? You don't need True Strike if you push before the enemy can get Butterfly. Okay? You just need to go with your timing, which is right fucking now. Okay, so proc chance is increased on the MKB. It was kind of heavily nerfed. The True Strike part of this is the biggest impact, but still more damage as well. The Chain Lightning damage increased by 10. Static Charge damage increased. Okay, so Mjolnir buffs, Battle Fury nerfs, MKB buffs. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Smokescreen. Soul Ring, recipe cost reduced. Bonus damage is reduced on Quelling Blade. Poison attack now has True Strike. Okay, so Witchblade has True Strike. Easy. We just go Rapier and Witchblade. Boom. We got our True Strike on 1 attack. Every 6 seconds we have 1 True Strike. Cooldown reduced on Shiva from 30 to 27. Mana regen reduced on the Urn. Cooldown reduced on the Hex. Ooh. That's pretty big. I mean, it's just 2 seconds, but still, Hex buffs are always interesting to me. Scary item. Evasion is cheaper. Cast range is increased on the Veil. Cooldown is down on Veil. Passive charge generation is reduced from 15 to 10 seconds. Big buff to the Holy Locket, actually, I would say. That is a lot quicker. You'll build some charges for fights. Minimum damage threshold is increased from 50 to 75. Okay. Not gonna lose your raindrops as easily or unnecessarily. Cooldown is reduced massively on Wind Waker from 23 to 18. A lot better. Cast range increased. Recipe is reduced in cost. Projectile speed is increased on the Eldorado Atos and Gleipnir as well. Bloodthorn is cheaper. Mangoes can be sold. Mango merchant! Oh my god, my favorite profession. Smoke of Deceit dispelled by Fountain. Royal Jelly removed. No! No! My jelly! Damage increased on the Broom Handle. River, HP and mana regen is increased on the Ocean Heart. Oh, that's the Royal Jelly. Just bring it into the Ocean Heart. Health regen is increased on Chipped Vest, and the damage return is also increased. Oh boy, Chipped Vest is looking real strong. Now drops an enchanted mango instead of a TP scroll. Well, we get free TP scrolls if we die, right? So who gives a shit? Imp Claw damage is increased. GPM is increased on the... Oh my goodness. More stats on the apple. More... Oh, dude. Monka S, dude. Storm. Kaya buffed. Grovebo buffed. Mangoes sold. Dig up mangoes with shovel. Movement speed change reduced. Cooldown is reduced, and mana regen is okay reduced. Passive movement speed, attack speed. Okay. Okay, so the active is better. Okay, so some nerfs to Quicksilver overall. Science duration is increased. Cooldown is reduced as well. Mindbreaker getting a bit better. The int percentage increase, 4% more. Kind of nice for a psychic. You get slower on the Elven Tunic. Less movement speed on Spider Legs. And now provides 8% spell lifesteal. Huh. Paladin Sword. Adding one more thing to its repertoire. Attack and cast range reduced to 125. That's funny. Illusion bonus damage reduced from 8 to 6%. All stats reduced from 12 to 6. Jesus. Spell Prism. You're not what you used to be. Oh no. It was my favorite item, but now it's like you look so ugly now. Movement speed is down. Now always goes into random forward direction with a random chance between 200 and 600. Ooh. Okay, a random forward direction. Is that like everything in a 90-degree angle in front of you, or what's a random forward direction? I guess it's just like an angle in front and then 200, 600. It's kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's a full 180 cone. Now grants armor. What? Leveler? Oh shit! What a buff, dude. What? 10 less attack speed, but you get 5 armor? Nani! Leveler is looking scary. What? That is a fucking strong item right there. Movement speed reduction, or movement speed reduced, and agi increased. No longer interrupts channeling abilities. Active can now be dispelled. Invisibility now provides phased movement. Has a fade time. Oh, that's the biggest nerf to it. Fade time. Melee attack range increased from 80 to 100. Maim chance increased to 25%. Okay. Cooldown reduced from 30 to 25. Now provides 30 HP regen. Seer Stone has less cooldown. True Sight at the destination, so you can deward with it. It's kind of neat. Duration increased. Seer Stone is a lot better. Book of the Dead cooldown is reduced, and the unit's damage is plus 75%. Wow, they're getting strong. Jesus! Holy shit, what a buff to the Book of Shadows. 8 seconds cooldown? Isn't it like 3 seconds duration? Or what is the duration? Is it 3? Is it 4? I don't know what the duration on that shit is. Yeah, it's 3. 8 seconds. Okay. Very interesting.